Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a Roman City Sank Reporter. So what have we done today? Obviously, it's been a little bit of a smaller one. This has actually come out, well, no, this hasn't come out. This has been recorded before the fort video has been uploaded. Just so you guys know, I've pretty much just been like really addicted to this series at the minute, as you've probably guessed by the amount of videos that we're coming out with. So I just wanted to build, so I just went nuts. So I finished up this area, made some rock pool type stuff. By the way, if the video is not as good, it's because Shadow Play for me, for some reason, is just not working at all at the minute. So I'm using Bandicam. I'm going back to Bandicam, my version of it. So the FPS is a little bit less than usual. Usually I get like 60 or 80 while recording. At the minute I'm getting about 29, so it is going to be about halved, but yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. So yeah, the actual the rock pools and stuff, this is just interesting. I made it really crazy, and it really does look quite crazy. I think it looks a little bit, I'd say it's probably more spikier than actual rock pools, but I wanted to just add in lots and lots of detail. I mean, this took ages. A lot of this stuff, all the train stuff that I've done, this episode has just taken ages off camera. I recorded a little bit of this one, obviously. I didn't bother doing the other bit over there at all, or any of the cliff type stuff. But I have added in just tons of enviro slabs and tons of bits of detail. Stuff like these fish, I will be doing more of this. This is using invisible glass underneath it. I will be doing that under most of the ocean, unfortunately for myself. I know it's going to be a pain, but I want to make some stuff. I'm just going to probably going to buy Subnautica and play it, because I think that's just got so much good, so much like underwater stuff. I mean, look at the cutoff here. This looks terrible, but the underwater stuff in Subnautica is awesome. So I think that's just going to help me loads, and I'm going to try and do some like underwater biomes. I don't really see people do that. It'd be cool, and have some sharks and stuff. Really detailed down there, and even if it's just in a little bit, even if it's just like in this section, it doesn't really matter. It'd just look cool, wouldn't it? And at least it can show that I can do that, and some ideas for you guys that want to do that and spend your lifetime doing it all. But yeah, I mean, you can see this. That's pretty crazy. You've got some nice rock pool type stuff in here as well. I really like these. They're really nice. And yeah, it kind of finishes off this house. This beach is awesome. I love the beach. I think it's really cool. I just think it's cool. One of the things you didn't get to see on the beach... actually, I'll talk about the beach in general. So what I did is I had it very, very smooth with the snow going up, as you can see. Then it gets a bit more rougher up here, so that's the idea that, you know, this is where people would be sitting or whatever. Because the tide comes in. Obviously, at some point, the tide must come in. Probably. Well, it would, obviously. This is why it's all a bit smoother. That's the idea that I've got. Okay? I don't know what you guys think. But yeah, the idea is that that's smoother. Whereas this is just the normal sand where it doesn't quite reach up here. And it's been kicked up over time onto these bits and all that kind of stuff. And that's the idea anyway. Or the wind's blown it up. That's why it gets caught in those bits. But yeah, I think it looks really cool. I really like this beach. And I think it makes that villa look really nice. I would love to have that villa now. I mean, you'd have an entire farm of lavender. So it would smell nice. Right? And then when you just go outside, you can just, you know, walk down this nice little path. La 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 la. And you can actually go down onto your own private beach, which is awesome. I mean, this would be just wicked, wouldn't it? Like, there's a little path. There we go. That'd just be awesome. Imagine having this beach as your own. Jesus, it'd be just awesome, wouldn't it? Obviously in a storm, probably not so good. Or the offshore wind, which is literally just that way. But then again, there's a gigantic island over there, so it might not be too bad. But anyway, yeah, the detail part of it took me forever. Hours and hours. And hours of detail. The amount of enviro slabs I've used has just gone crazy. It's worth it, totally worth it, but my god, I'm just so glad that TV is available and I can watch that on my other screen, because I've got two screens. If that wasn't possible, I'd think I'd be nuts. But there you go, you can see those there. I've put a little wall there. I've been putting a couple of little enviro slabs like there. I'll put another one over there, and one somewhere else there. There it is. I knew there's one somewhere. So I've put in a couple of enviro slabs and stuff like that in the cliffs, but not too much. Where it's more down the bottom part here. Like, there we go. That's the other part here. This one doesn't have any fishies, but we'll see about that later on. This piece of land I quite like. It's weird. It can, like, curls around. I go to here. I did make this, like, over the top sandbank. It's a bit over the top. I've still got to do a little bit underneath the water. Underneath the water around this area has not been done at all. this entire cliff thing here. I don't like it. I'm going to work on that like at some other point, because what I'm thinking of doing is doing an underwater cave around here. So I was thinking, well, there's not really much point spending tons of time on the detail underneath here, then making an underwater cave. But I think I'll do an underwater cave that goes kind of like into the mountain a little bit, and we have something in there, like mermaids or something. I don't know. Make it like a mermaid cave. That might be quite interesting. I might do that as a normal Let's Build. That actually might be quite interesting to do as like one of those old school Let's Build, because it will be kind of short. I might just do one gigantic video or something like that. Or maybe not. Or I might just do it off camera and just show it in the next video. I don't know. But yeah, like same stuff like this. Like we're going to get like some rocks filtering through there. You know, like with the slabs, the virus slabs going up to here, and then it kind of like stops up at this point. I think it's really cool. The terrain parts of it, and then it like melts into the sandstone. Really nice. Really, really cool. And then again, loads of virus slabs here. And even more over there. Stuff. It's just a lot of detail. It's very dark around this part as well. There's a lot of dark stone in this bit. Around these rock pools and stuff. And then it goes into the normal stone here. So just so that people notice that bit. So there is a transition. I think it could be a little bit smoother and have like a little bit more dotted around, but I don't know, I think it looks alright. So yeah, we got all that, we got some more trees, we got some bushes, we got some like planty bits all on these cliffs. As you know me, I love the detail-y, bushy stuff, plants and stuff. I made this path which is the most difficult to walk up. You have to like wiggle your way around. It's just because the angle it's at and how steep it is, it just didn't work quite right. I put like a couple of little trees and stuff around here as well. On this, I think that's kind of cool. This path's got quite a few. There's a path now as well. This I did off camera because there wasn't really much point. It's the same as all the other paths. And then we got this part here. Yeah, same as the other path. So as we go through this series, when it's stuff you've already seen, I will just skip it and just do it. And it might mean that as we go through the series, it will get like longer between each episode and everything. Then we get up to this tower anyway. Not the best tower in the world. I know it's not, but it's different. So I kind of made it work with this weird bracing wooden thing on it. I don't know if I should just get rid of this part at all and just like have something like this. I mean, meh, I don't know, and like almost go all the way to there and just leave it. I don't really know. It's not too bad though. I think it's different, isn't it? So I've got that. There's nothing around here. There's like no detail at all. I said there's no detail. The detail's like in all the other stuff around it, I guess, isn't it? Then you got to here, and like this, I could really do with, you know, capping that off somehow. And then you can just walk around here. There's nothing around apart from that. I guess what I could do is put up like a torch or something, couldn't I? There you go, got a nice little torch there. I might actually have a look at this all in night time. Yeah, I didn't want to put too much around here because I couldn't really. There's not really too much I could do. I mean, I put these little hatch things on and had that one open. That's pretty much it. And I didn't want to fill up any of this with like... There'd be no arrows or anything. But I have just thought about something. My god. I'm an idiot sometimes, aren't I? Let's see if you guys can guess what I'm going to go for. Let's see if I can get it working. I don't even know if biome-wise this will work or not. Look, when I have one of these, I don't even know if they had one of those. Guessing they did, but that works well. Let's have a look if it's destroyed a biome. Yeah, it's a nice little simple thing. That has not destroyed any biomes. That's good. Actually, that's probably in a very opportune place. No, I wouldn't have destroyed the other one either. So there you go, we'll keep that there. So they got a little lookout, and it looks out pretty much of all of it over this bit. It's brilliant, really. Yeah, so I've got that. I think what I'm going to do with probably the next episode, I'm going to do another nice little short one. This is just to get me back into it. Big stuff just kills you. Really kills me, or kills me even. But I'm thinking of doing that hut, like whatever the person is, the like clerical person. I'm you know, that person that lives in the hills. A bit crazy. I think we're doing that hut here, where it's just gonna be like between this rock and this rock, so that it's hidden from the fort side of things. That's also hidden from that tower. It's kind of like more of a like really in the hills. I mean, they like these people here, the Roman guards that would be up here and watching out and stuff, would know that there's some crazy person up there, but from, you know, them wandering down and stuff, but they're just going to like leave them to it. So I'm going to find out what type of person that would be. So we're going to actually put a name to it. But I think this is looking awesome. I love this series so far. I think out of all of my series type stuff, it's just turned out the best. But yeah, tell me what you think anyway. I think I will do that next episode just to do a nice little quick one again. Kind of like this one was quick, but it wasn't quick. It wasn't quick for me, but it was quick for you guys. The other thing, of course, to talk about as well is the shelving off of this beach. Beaches, as you probably know, they're pretty much, you know, you can like waddle in and then you suddenly drop down really quickly to the point where you're paddling. So I've tried to make the shelf like this as well. Made it quite steep. I just need to do more details and stuff around that. But I think I did quite a good job on the beach. And actually doing it at an angle made it easier, which sounds a bit weird. Usually doing things straight makes it easier, but actually doing it at an angle just made it look just really nice. A little bit of a pain with the, you know, snow layers, but it wasn't too bad. Yeah, tell me what you think anyway of this whole little section here that we've done, which is like around this coastline here, this beach, and just this bit up to the tower. I haven't really done any down here yet. This whole mess is just a mess, and you can now see the problem is now that I've done that, all the other beaches look terrible. So yeah, the other thing, guys, I was going to ask you is, should I switch over to the new shaders? The not a blur one. That one looks really crazy. I might show you guys that. But I'm currently on CUDA shaders 5.05 patch 1. The next CUDA shaders, the water has changed. Now, this has got motion blur and stuff. Actually, that does not work. It works with shadow play, but it doesn't work so well with this. I'm just going to turn that off. Yeah, the water doesn't look great. It looks like really blue. You can see all the way through it as well. You can see this very clear cut-off when it just changes to mud over there. That means I need to mask more of that. I mean, it looks cool. I mean, if I did a load of underwater details, now you can actually see it from here. I mean, that would be cool. But when you go underwater, it looks really weird and dark. So I don't think it's quite got that effect yet. But outside of it all, I mean, look at this. This looks cool, doesn't it? And it's very bright. Kind of like Zeus, but it's very nice as well. I think it kind of fits with the Mediterranean stuff. I'm sure that... No, there isn't any motion blur. That's fine. So there you go. I mean, if you have a look at all this now, and the whole feel of it, I don't know. Is this a better shader pack for this series? Possibly. I mean, it is a CUDA shader, you know, so it's the same as I've been using before, just like an updated version that he's been working on, I guess. It's just a shame it's a little bit laggy with Bandicam. But there we go. I have got my settings on, yeah, fast 16. So that might be why. But there we go. I mean, if you have a look at all this, then... Or is it a bit too bright? What do you guys think? Do tell me in the comments which one you prefer. If you prefer the old one, and I'll continue using the old shader pack for this series. Or if you prefer the new shader pack. That would really help me out. But yeah, I mean, really, really simple little series. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Obviously, comment as you usually do. I will be reading them up, you know, as soon as I can. But this one should come out pretty much straight after the fort, maybe the next day. We'll see if we get a double episode or we get something else instead. I don't know. I'll see what videos I've got planned, guys. But I'll probably build like a little hut in the hills or something next. And then I'm going to do a planning episode. I think I'm just going to go crazy and do a big planning episode, and we'll see what I come up with. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, comment, like, and subscribe as always. And yeah, I will see you guys on the next one.